Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy Miguel back again with another video, and today I have one of the most complete phones that I have reviewed under 1,000 dirhams. So this is the Tecno Camon 30. These phones are focused on the camera quite a bit, and this is no different either. But the thing is that this is also a very cheap phone and under 1,000 dirhams. So this will cost you just around 800 to 900 dirhams. Considering that price point, you immediately think that this is going to skimp out on a lot of features, but it actually doesn't, because this ticks a lot of the boxes that you want from an everyday phone, because this ticks a lot of the boxes that you want from a phone that can pretty much do everything. So yes, there are some places where there are sacrifices to keep the cost down, but it's not too bad. It's actually pretty decent in my opinion, and for under 1,000 dirhams there's really no complaining. So the Camon 30 has, I think, 4 variants. This is the most basic 4G variant. There is a 5G variant, then there's the Camon 30 Pro, and then there's also the Camon 30 Premier, which are more focused on improvements with the camera. So let's go ahead and unbox this and see what we have. So looking at some of the specs, we have 256 gigs of internal storage and 12 gigs of RAM. You can get this with an 8 gig option as well. And we have the Uni Salt white color over here. One more thing that you can see over here, which is the 12 plus 1 month of warranty, which means that you get 13 months of warranty out of this. That's just pretty standard across a lot of the Tecno phones. So let's go ahead and unbox this. So we have the booklet over here, which contains, I'm assuming, a case. Yeah, so it has a case. You have your warranty papers, you have the case, but you also have a protector front screen guard, which actually is standard across a lot of the Tecno phones. You have the phone over here, and you can tell some of the features. You have a 50 megapixel camera, you have a 70 watt ultra fast charger that supports the 5,000 milliampere battery. And I have to clarify one point over here, because the charger in the box is different depending on the region. So I'll get to that. You also have 120 Hz AMOLED display. Down here you get your 70 watt charger that comes right out of the box, and you also get your USB-A to USB-C cable. And that's pretty much it. Now looking at the phone, this comes in this salt white color, and it's more of a silver. I have to say that this is a very flashy phone, to say the least. So it has these chrome, kind of plastic chrome edges on the side, and I'm not really a big fan of that. If this was metal, then, or if this was stainless steel or aluminum, then yes, maybe, you know, I would kind of be okay with that. But I don't like the chrome finish when it's done on plastic. That's just me. But just looking at the design, it's a very flat edge kind of design. It's also a very simple, fairly thin device. You have your camera setup on the back over here, which I'll get into. And this looks like it has 4 cameras, but it actually only has 1 with a sensor. So I'll also discuss that. You also have a breathing light over here, and this is activated when you're using the remote control, or I think when you're using the camera or recording video. You have your flash over here. On this side you have your volume buttons, you have your power button. On the bottom you have your speaker, your USB-C port, and you also have a 3.5mm audio jack. And on this side you have your SIM tray, and this SIM tray will support 2 SIMs, but it will also support a micro SD card, so that's good to see. On the top you have another stereo speaker, and then you also have your IR blaster and a small microphone. Looking at the display, you have a fingerprint sensor that's embedded into the display, and that's good to see at this price point. You also have 120 Hz AMOLED display. You also have a 1080p full HD resolution. It doesn't go higher than that, but it's kind of expected at this price point. Nevertheless, I'm not complaining about that. If we talk performance, this comes with MediaTek's Helio G99 chip, and I'm not such a big fan for that chip. The reason being is that it's a little bit of an older chip. It's exactly actually 2 years old, because it came out in May of 2022. So it's almost 2 years old. This the score that we got on Antutu V10 gave us 430,000 points. So it's not really a very high performance oriented phone. But again, that's something that you have to kind of deal with at this price point. There's really no complaining. But having said that, doesn't mean that it's going to slow you down by any means. I mean, you are able to play games like PUBG pretty easily without any issues whatsoever. So it does handle somewhat of a heavy game without having any issues. And if we talk about the cameras, then just looking at the back, this has a pretty unique design. It has a circular camera module, and this kind of looks like a expensive watch bezel. Now, according to Tecno, this is not only a design, but this is actually meant to help with heat dissipation. I kind of didn't understand that, because the camera is not like it's a very heavy duty camera. that is going to overheat or has any mechanical parts where it's going to overheat. The camera is actually pretty decent. You have a 50 megapixel camera, which is color calibrated by Sony, so you are getting somewhat of a decent image. The front camera is also a 50 megapixel camera, so that's kind of surprising. I did not expect that. Now, the thing about the back camera is that this already has optical image stabilization embedded into it, and this is advertised to be a phone that is going to help you with night photography. And the reason for that is because this opens up to an f1.88, which is pretty wide, and it allows a lot of light to come in. So because of that, it allows you to take pretty good night photography. The front camera is also, as I mentioned, a 50 megapixel camera, which has pretty good, decent color and clarity. So I'm actually impressed by that. So yes, this is, I wouldn't call this a 100% camera-centered phone. It actually kind of does everything. But yes, there is a little bit of a focus when it comes to the camera, so that's pretty good to see. Now, when it comes to the battery, this has a 5,000 milliampere battery, which charges from 0 to 100% in around 45 minutes with the 70-watt charger that it comes in the box. Now, a lot of people are confused because they're saying that the phone supports 70 watts of fast charging, but it only comes with a 45-watt charger. This is a 70-watt charger, as you can see over here written on it. The thing about the 45-watt charger is that it depends on your region. So in most of Asia, this is coming with a 70-watt charger, but when it comes to the African regions, then it comes with a 45-watt charger. So that's one thing that is confusing some people. But yes, this actually comes with both. The phone itself will support 70 watts of fast charging, so you can get a third-party separate charger that will support 70 watts. Out of the box, depending on where you are, you either get a 45-watt charger or a 70-watt charger. And as I mentioned, this will charge the phone from 0 to 100% in around 45 minutes. One more thing that I forgot to mention about the camera is that this will shoot in 2K resolution. It does not have 4K, but nevertheless, you still have a better resolution than 1080p. So 2K resolution at 30 FPS, and then 1080p at 30 and 60 FPS. Finally, talking about the price, which is something that I've already mentioned. Now this, depending on where you are, you'll be able to find it for around 800 to 900 dirhams. This is not really available in the US, so I'm not going to mention a USD price because it's unrealistic. But I want to show you guys one more thing. This actually comes with a sort of like a little bit of a dynamic island type of thing over here. So it uses Face ID to unlock it, and you can see that there's a little bit of an animation on the top whenever it comes in front. So this also kind of is a play on the dynamic island, not really exactly that, but I think it's good to see that other phones are now actually kind of playing with the same idea. But yes, we were talking about the pricing, and this will cost you just under 1,000 dirhams. And depending on where you get it or depending what specs you go with. So this is the 12 gig option with 256 gigs of internal storage. This will cost you exactly around 850 dirhams, or just around 900. And if you buy the 8 gig version, that's going to be slightly cheaper. But I think at this price point, this is probably one of the most complete phones that you can buy right now, because it pretty much does everything without having to really break your budget. So this is a highly recommended phone from my end. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.